everybody, to Intelligent Aces Podcast, episode number 51. I am your host, Merry Christmas Ace. Over here alongside me, I got my co-host, Nemo Mimi. Welcome in, Nemo.
Howdy, howdy, everyone. Hopefully you've had a good Christmas.
Yeah, ho, 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 and all that.
Jingle thine bells.
Jingle thine bells. Camera. What's going on, Nemo? How's your week been? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Sorry, let me get back over the comments. I saw Ventress was waving. Welcome in, Ventress. Welcome in, Chad. Chad, thank you for the subscription.
Yes, very much. My week has been pretty slow, pretty kind of just kind of any other week except for the migraines. Beyond that, pretty good, pretty good. How about you?
Good. Was really good. I've had 6 days in a row off. I actually have to get up and go to work tomorrow, and it sucks because I haven't had to get up to an alarm in the last few days.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be pretty rough. Yeah, no, it's been really good. Chilling, been doing some gaming.
bing.
Yeah, heck yeah. Welcome in, Country Boy. Mewtwo. It's time to listen to the stream and drive like an F1 driver while I'm wearing F1 merch.
There you go.
Don't crash like you're in an F1 car because too bad. Yeah, no, I took off I had 3 vacation days left, so I just took off Monday, Tuesday, and then today.
There you go.
I have to work tomorrow, and then I have the weekend off. It's well, shit on it. Oh. Heck yeah. Oh. Camera picks up when I go to the screen. That. So today I figure what we're going to do is I found a 2024 in video games Wikipedia of all. So we're going to talk about the 2024's, the highlights and the lowlights, or according to Wikipedia, and then whatever else that they don't mention in that point in times too.
Sounds good.
We're just going to go over those things. I got a few articles here. Not a lot of videos. Maybe a shorter stream. I don't know yet. So we'll find out as we go.
It happens.
Yeah.
Some are longer, some are shorter.
Yeah, and then next week I am planning. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the recording this weekend and then just recording on the podcast next week, or maybe one-off thing and call it episode 52. But for episode 52, me and Eli are getting back together. We're gonna go do some free theaters. Penguin Zero uses that Wikipedia. Yeah, well, I'm not quite as greedy. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna watch Sonic 3 and we're gonna do a movie review, which was the very first podcast, which me and Eli reviewing Godzilla -1. Like an anniversary to the podcast stream with me and Eli. So we'll see.
Sounds like fun.
We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm gonna get a chance to go out to the theater again. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would start going to the theater again, but there's never anything playing that just makes.
It's just like with gaming nowadays. There's really nothing good coming out.
Yeah. Well, yes, technically, we got February 28th is Monster Hunter Wilds. That is the game for me to be hyped for.
True. But at the same time, for me, it's hard to get a little hyped for things because my family can't really afford it.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Worry about that.
In due time, things will happen as they will.
We'll start a GoFundMe. Go hunt me. Something.
Go hunt me.
Go hunt me. Love the Sonic 3 movie. It was bonkers. But yeah, I'm planning on watching it. I've watched the first 2. I watched the first one in theaters years ago, and then the second one skipped out streaming or whatever. But yeah, there's some hubbub going on about that. Where Disney's Mufasa movie is coming out, and Sonic is kicking the shit out of it. But
oh yeah, I wound up seeing something come across my timeline that apparently Disney's bullying theaters and buying out any spots. So
Disney, they have the rights. So anytime Disney movies, they used to be the big thing, right? And like Disney kind of had these contracts or these agreements with these theaters, have so many screens every time one of their movies comes out. And then Sonic
They kind
comes
of got
out.
priority.
Yeah, and Sonic is more, so they want to stop screening Mufasa and start screening Sonic. And Disney's like, no, you can't do that, and blah blah. But so we'll see how it goes. I'm down for it. I didn't.
You know what? Personally, I root for Sonic.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, well, you know, it's just, if anything, like I'm still supporting Sonic because do you remember the terrible fucking trailer, the first trailer, first rendition of Sonic
I
years
do.
ago?
It created Shin Sonic.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, "This is fucking awful. Like this is fucking god awful." And they're like, "All right, you know, it was a joke. We totally played you guys. We're gonna do some re-edits. It's fine, no worries."
And then it turned fantastic.
They come back with the good Sonic. Like,
I still haven't been able to watch any of the Sonic movies. I'll be blunt.
You totally should.
Oh, I want to. I so badly want to. I just don't have the access to.
I don't know what streaming service they're on. I don't know. I find that streaming service. I've got passwords.
I'll try and find some Sandy Shores that have them, but every time I look, they aren't there.
Well, I think if it's on, is it a Paramount movie or Universal?
I think it's a Paramount.
If it's a Paramount movie, then it's on Paramount Plus, which I have a Paramount Plus subscription because I've been watching.
Might ask if I could borrow that.
Yeah, I could send over the passwords.
Oh!
Watch the Sonic movie and then watch. I've been watching Landman, which is Billy Bob Thornton Paramount Plus show, and he's a company man in the oil field, but listening to it because I've worked in the oil field for years. And like listen to all the like lingo and stuff, like it's to me it's super relatable. It's actually really yeah. So, but if they're on Paramount Plus, then yeah, for sure you can.
Nice.
I'll send you over a password. You can watch the first.
Yay!
Heck yeah. So got us a new stinger for the segment that I've been wanting to do forever, called Headliners. So let me pull up my stinger. Here we go.
You
Headliners.
guys will be amazed.
Yay! All the fanfare. Let's go. Study finds video games.
I love it.
Study finds video games improve mental well-being. Yeah, I saw this headline. I see interesting headlines and I want to talk about them. I have no idea. Sometimes they're rage bait. Sometimes they're just interesting or whatever. But yeah, I've been wanting to do this headliner segment for a little bit. And this is from Brighter, the Brighter Side News. I'm sure they're going to talk about something. I mean, I don't really. It's like globally, gaming participation surged, nearly 3 billion people actively engaging. The sharp rise reignited discussions about whether gaming contributes to positively or negatively to psychological health. Over the years, researchers have studied gaming's effects on aggression, cognitive function, and mental well-being. Early studies, particularly in the 2000s, linked violent video games to heightened aggression. However, subsequent investigations have largely discredited these claims, finding no definitive connection. An academic focus has shifted, exploring on how gaming affects mental well-being. The results are mixed. Some studies associate gaming with improved mental health, while others highlight potential risk like addiction or negative emotions. Many studies examining gaming's effects rely on observational methods, which reveal associations but not causation. Boy, they are fucking throwing some goddamn words in this.
They are throwing every big word they can.
Fuck, all the syllables are in here. Experimental studies, though more controlled and often failed to replicate natural gaming environments. For example, artificially limiting gaming in the lab may not accurately reflect real-life habits. Moreover, confounding factors such as individual personality traits or socioeconomic conditions complicate efforts to draw concrete conclusions. The methodological. Fuck me. Why do they have 8-syllable words in this motherfucker? Inconsistency underscores the need for Innovative approaches to studying gaming real world impacts. Me dumb dumb, me no read good.
Hurt brain.
Jeez. Okay, so basically these motherfuckers are this is 1,000-word essay that they had that they had 40 words for, and they're fucking stretching this shit out like
exactly. They were like, watch this shit, bro. Hold my beer.
Holy shit. Yeah, so there's a bunch of studies, there's a 97,000 people survey from 10 to 69. Nice. In Japan using advanced statistical methods. Here's a chart. Regression. Is this really scientific? Like, I can't really tell.
I'll tell you this.
Life satisfaction.
I get pretty damn violent without video games, okay? I get very bored. I get very antsy.
So,
and while things might get clean, things gonna get broke too.
So to me, like, a lot of people have talked about, oh, video games are a waste of time and blah.
No.
Oh, that has a different language to me. I hear you, Venturous. Like, I understood all of those words. I knew what all of those meant, but putting them all together is just like...
I know them individually, but don't put them together.
Yeah. So anyway, to me, a lot of people are like, oh, video games are a waste of time, but then there's like, people will sit around and watch TV from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 9 o'clock at night. Like, it's literally the same thing. You're just, you're actually engaging with video games. And most of the time, people's attention spans are even shorter now, or they're only are they watching TV, but they're also watching this on their computer or something on their phone or this or that. So,
multitask.
Which I don't know. I think video games actually keep you more focused in than TV does.
In a lot of ways, they do, because it's easier, in my opinion anyway, it's easier to multitask games than it is to multitask a show. Because I can multitask a game, I could be talking with you currently as I am. I got fishing and shit to do. You shake your head at me. I'm an addict, leave me alone.
See, they were talking about addiction right there.
Shh. You didn't hear a word.
Video games are a waste of time until it makes it. Yeah.
Exactly, Venture.
It's
exactly.
just weird to me, like, I hear it like right wingers, left wingers. It's like this weird fight, tug of war between people. Like, you get these like these super conservative Republican people or whatever, or they're like, well, you shouldn't be doing anything until you're financially secure. So you should only work until everything is paid for and fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, if I work my ass off. I want to come home and play fucking video games for 2 or 3 hours. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Then fucking do so. If that's how you relax, that's how you relax.
Yeah.
Some people relax by going to the gym and beating the fuck out of something. I personally relax by playing gambling games.
Well, we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit.
I like to gamble.
There's an interesting story up. Speaking of stories, we have probably the stupidest thing at this point. Second, considering Netflix like game subscription service. Let me tell you something about game subscription services, guys, and subscription services in a whole. They're not profitable. Turns out Netflix is about the only one that's made any money off of this shit. Everybody else is losing their fucking ass.
Bro, if you're not making money doing shows, you sure as fuck ain't gonna make no money doing games.
I really can't see, because I think we figured months ago, we figured up like roughly how much money people are making off of Xbox Games Pass, which like the $20 version, which gets you access to games or whatever, times, I forget how many, like a couple million or.
Oh yeah, no, you did like a fuck ton of math earlier on that.
Yeah, I can't remember what the number was. It was like a couple $1 billion a year, supposedly off of Games Pass, but that's just a rough estimate. But then they're also dropping games like Indiana Jones is an Xbox game, and they spent $200 and something billion to fucking make, and much money is that actually going to make? Like
Jack diddly shit.
he didn't make shit off of the platform, not really. And a lot of these games activate like Black Ops and stuff like that. Black Ops is probably going to be the only one that might actually make its money back, just because people keep buying.
Because Black Ops.
People keep buying fucking Call of Duty games.
It's just kind of a staple nowadays. I mean, Halo players used to be the same way. I used to be the same way with Silent Hill games.
But Halo started sucking. So did Call of Duty, but people are still playing Call of Duty for whatever reason.
Well, I don't know. In a lot of ways, I guess in Halo, I could see it. They all kind of rioted once they took off Master Chief's helmet, which, if I was a Halo fan, I would too. Don't get me wrong. That was like so much bullshit.
Soon you're going to be able to play Halo on your PlayStation. Xbox doesn't give a fuck anymore. So, that's going to be interesting. Future of games. Anyway, Sega is considering launching its own Netflix-like subscription service for video games. Sega has quite a big thing, but honestly, like what they should do is like I don't know if they're all on Steam or whatever, but they should just pick like, oh, we're gonna use Steam and everything's gonna be on Steam. Here's our whole fucking back catalog of Sega games.
Personally, I'd be so down if they would go through like, hey, all of our shit's on Steam. I'd be like, whoa, let's go.
Well, they're remaking some stuff too. There's a few announcements, Game Awards for Sega, bringing back. Well, I think it was last year or last summer or something. They were talking about Taxi remake and
Crazy Taxi.
Some of the other Sega games. I can't. If I saw them, I'd remember. Yeah, so some remakes, remasters of classic.
I hope it's remasters and not remakes.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping for.
Jet Set Radio.
I think they're gonna be. Well, remakes. If they're like moderning them up to like
modernizing.
Modernizing. To like current day stuff. Yeah, I'd totally be done.
Well, that's why I say I want a remaster, not a remake. Because remakes, they're like, oh, well, it's a remake. We can do whatever the fuck we want. A remaster is just slapping on a pretty shit of paint.
Remakes, well, that's the thing. Remakes is really good if the team's really good. Like you said, I don't trust a ton of developers, but like, I don't know, if they stick with some like Japanese developers and stuff like that much into this bullshit, which I think the DEI, I think some of the DEI bullshit is waning now. I think a lot of these companies are winding up to the shit. So we'll see what happens.
Oh my god, it's almost like they've been hemorrhaging money so violently the last few years that they're finally starting to notice.
Sega's future term success, IP Metaphor Refantasio, Sega game. Yeah, so
well, it's good to see Sega coming back out again.
Simply must make a great game in the series. The next one is going to be quite challenging, quite exciting. Just talking about like the future of the IPs and stuff.
Excuse me.
I want to make Sega really shiny.
Buff that shit.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, so heck yeah. You're done with remakes, give me a sequel. Yeah, well, if it's like an actual remake, well, it all depends too. Like if it's a remake of a game that's been dead for 25 years, then it's basically a brand new game. You know what I mean? Like there's literally people that have never even heard.
Although I'll admit, I am really excited about the remaster that they've done for Soul Reaver Legacy.
Yeah, those are remasters. I actually need to pick them.
I want to play them so bad.
Pick those. So I'm thinking, yeah. I mean, I'd be down with sequels and stuff like Silent Hill or whatever, the Hill game or whatever.
Oh, you mean the Silent Hills PT that was supposed to come out?
Yeah, what's I'm saying, like at that point, at X number of years later, like they did the Silent Hill 2 remake or whatever, and it sold really well, I guess. But like, why not just make like a fucking new Silent Hill. You know what I mean? Like
Because
it's been
they would have
it's
to
been
actually think about something.
I'm saying it's been 20 years. You know, why not just make a new entry to the series or fucking redo the series altogether? Like new fucking
That'd be nice. Start
like
from
a
like
yeah, a new,
like
new
base.
main character.
Start one.
Yeah, new main character. Find the town of Silent Hill, and it's just a whole new thing.
It's like think of it this way, devs. Although, granted, probably no one's going to be listening to this on the dev side. You've experienced the world of whatever fucking universe already, but how about you experience under the eyes of such and such person, introducing the extra side world of blah blah blah. It's not that hard, guys.
Yeah, much as that they need story. I will say if Sony did an
Remastered
Ape
collection.
Escape. You know, I never was a huge fan of Ape Escape. I played it, I remember it. Never was like a huge. It was cool, like the control schemes was like the initial experimental, like dual stick controller controls for Ape Escape. All right.
Ape Escape was the VR one, right?
No.
No, that's Gorilla Tag. Never mind.
It was original PlayStation. It was the first game that came out with the Dual Shock with the two thumbsticks.
Oh.
And it was before they even really knew what to do with the two thumbsticks, because you'd use one to turn your character and to like use your capture net, push the joystick, and that. Yeah, that's the game we're talking about, the Silent Hill 2 remake. Updated the graphics and all that stuff.
They updated the graphics. They had to get slapped around a little bit because they decided to make one of the bitches really, really popular. They had to fix her. Otherwise, the modders would have done it for them. Modders fix things anyway.
We talked about... well, I tweeted about it, the creator or director of Final Fantasy asking the modders to not include Final Fantasy VII when it came. And my response was,
fools.
Update, the modders waited 0.000067 seconds before they went against these wishes.
Yeah. You do not call your shit out like that. That is just asking for it.
You're talking about the short message. You're talking about the PT thing that Hideo Kojima worked.
No, I'm talking about the short message. Huh?
One Silent Hill game that came out like a demo is PT, playable teaser.
Yeah, PT, and it's one that I'm still mad that they fucking got rid of.
Well, yeah,
I think whoever decided to do that needs a punch in the dick.
That was a collaboration between Hideo Kojima and Del Toro. Oh, Guillermo del Toro. Yeah. But that was with Konami. And
Silent Hill the short message. What?
Silent Hill the short message. Oh, I don't know what that is. Came out this year.
Give me a second. Is it that fucking mobile game?
Message. Psychological horror game. I'd never even heard of this.
I almost get a feeling it's that goddamn mobile game where you have to like, oh, you get to choose, or was that not?
Is this your character that you play?
Ew. Damn, baby. Submit. It is. It's that fucking mobile game.
I guess it just. Well, speaking of things,
no, it's not a mobile game. It's PlayStation 5, but it's free.
It's on PC.
I guess I'm just looking at the PlayStation 5 version. Thank you, Konami. It's only showing it on platforms of PlayStation 5.
Oh, completely missed it. Proof of concept.
First thing that pops up on Reddit: incredibly bland gameplay and some overly frustrating chase sequences that make Silent Hill the short message a chore to play much of the time.
Probably why I just wasn't very well received. Proof of concept that their concept was shit, I guess. Speaking of a shit concept,
What the hell was that mobile game that they did that made me so fucking pissy?
more Indiana Jones games are reportedly in the works. Circle, which it didn't fucking do well. Like, I don't really get it. Like, these games didn't do good. They're planning on making more. Everybody's like it, and there were so many like 10 out of 10 and 5 out of 5 and all these like fucking video game websites suck this game's dick before it ever even came out, and then it came out and nobody fucking liked it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Now
like,
they're all like, "Oh my god, what's going on?"
It's if it's done any good, it's only on Xbox Games Pass. Which I had the same thought too, because they were during the Game Awards that Hellblade 2, Sinuous Sacrifice or whatever came up, was winning awards or whatever. It's like, did anybody actually fucking play that game?
I'll admit, I still want to, because I myself enjoyed the first game.
Well, the thing about it was like, on Xbox Games Pass, so the same like achievement list is between Steam and Xbox. And when the game came out, I remember talking about the story, but Xbox One, there was only like 15%, like less than 20% of the people who played the game had the final achievement, which is when you beat the story. Less than 15 people at that time, like 2 weeks after the game had come out, had even beat the game. On Steam, it was like 30%. Because people actually paid money, you know, they shelled out $50 for it. It was. And but it was like, wasn't even like a 50% completion rate of the game. And then everybody's like loving this game. Like, nobody fucking beat it. And then I commented, like, they said people were platinuming, like 100%ing the game within like 9 hours or 12 hours. 100%. I was going to watch Hellblade 2, but put it off. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. Like, I don't get it. I really don't understand why everybody loved the first one too. And like, I've watched trailers and stuff. I was like, this looks fucking boring.
In some areas, it definitely could be. And in more areas, it was definitely more frustrating than it was intriguing. But in the end, I don't know. The story kind of sucked me in. I'm always a sucker for really fucked up love stories. That one kind of was. And I was not expecting the ending.
According to Steam charts, the action-adventure game reached an all-time concurrent player count of 8,100 players on the platform. Yeah. So anyway, I'm curious to see what the playthrough rate of Indiana Jones is. I know some people have said they liked it. I was watching a streamer that was playing it. Rosa, who was on the podcast last week, was playing it on her stream. Said that enjoyed the beginning and then like hit a wall and it got retarded and cursed. Couldn't finish. So I'm serious. I'm curious what the future of this. It didn't run well on a lot of things. Like,
oh, that's never good.
Yeah, well, it was like maxing out high-end graphics cards and shit. And
basically, just not properly.
Yeah, it wasn't
optimized.
But you know, and the thing is, like, it's a first-person action game, which sends me back to, I don't know if you played it because it's back in the day. The Chronicles of Riddick came on Xbox.
I think I watched my brother play a little bit of it.
I think it was the original Xbox, but it was a first-person action game. Stealth action, because you're like sneak out, you're trying to break out of prison or whatever, and there was fight sequences. It was like hand-to-hand first-person fighting and whatnot. It was actually a really neat game. Like, I had a lot of fun with that game. I borrowed a buddy of mine's Xbox to play it. Really fun. But this, I don't know. Really curious.
The only thing I can say is at least give it a day or two to stare at before you just instantly hate it. That's the only thing I'll try and say for it. Beyond that, I don't know anything about it. I personally don't really give two flying fucks and a half.
I mean, from what I'd seen, it looked okay. I don't know. We're talking about this Indiana. And then the game that I was talking about that I played before. Oh, sorry. The game that I was talking about I played before was the Chronicles original X back in the day. I don't know. I'm curious to see, like, I'm gonna be honest. When they first announced this game like a couple months ago, and the ads started rolling out, I was like, we thought this was gonna be a good idea. Like, the last two movies have went to shit. Indiana Jones as a franchise is pretty fucking dead.
At this point, yeah, it really kind of is. But they gotta milk it for whatever they can while it's still kind of kicking in its death throes.
Anyway, we're gonna move on. Did you watch the anime Kaiju number 8?
I did not.
It was super good. I really enjoyed it. It was Netflix.
That would be why I don't have a Netflix subscription.
Well, I watched it on a pirate. I
Yarhar. I'll admit, I really don't pay much attention to anime nowadays. I used to keep a lot better attention to it a few years ago, but
this was a Western studio.
Oh,
it was a mix.
That's different.
It was a mix between a Western studio and back and forth. It was an original. Kaiju number 8 was an original series, done on, I think it was Netflix. I can't fucking remember now. Doesn't say. This article sucks.
Well, kudos to them. I'm glad they did well.
Anyway, this is like the key visuals for the beginning of the, like, release new key visuals and the in-game screenshots of the 5 main characters, tentatively titled Kaiju number 8. The game screenshots showcase Kaiju number 8, Reno Ichikawa, Uro. No, there was some well-known. Oh, it was the director of Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, was the one that did the show. Something like that. Anyway, we got some screenshots of some of the characters that you can play as. All looking pretty cool. So I don't know if this is going to be a mobile game or an action game. I have no idea.
In either case, I hope it's good.
Hand-to-hand combat, and was it? Yeah. And Indiana Jones or Chronicles, or both. So the show was kind of like Kaiju. So it was kind of Monster Hunter, really, as a show.
I mean, if you're gonna have kaijus, you better have monsters.
But it was humans, basically cutting apart the bodies of the kaijus, making weapons out of them to hunt the kaiju. That was the premise of the show. So if it's a game, okay, wait, here it is. Kaiju number 8. The game will be available PC via Steam, iOS, and Android. Fucking mobile game.
Oh.
You
never know. I mean, technically, if you think about it, Infinity Nikki, the game that I like, is mobile and PC. So it could end up something like that. It could actually be something kind of good.
Well, it looks like it's going to be your standard, like...
Gotcha.
It's your free-to-play title with item-based in-app purchases. So yeah, it's a gacha game.
It's a gacha.
But it doesn't necessarily mean the gacha games, because like Genshin Impact kind of transformed gacha games, to be honest. And then, of course, there's a Monster Hunter gacha game coming out anyway. Talked about that. But I'm curious. Curious to see what this is. I really enjoyed the anime. All right, we got another headliner. Only 15% of all Steam users' time was spent playing games released in 2024. So everybody that played on Steam in 2024, only 15% of that time was spent on games that were made in 2024.
I wonder why. Hi, Bubby. Did I wake you up?
Yep. Sorry. Year in review, only 15%. So, if that doesn't tell you that the year of 2024 was not great for video games,
it was a shit show.
Kiss my ass. there have been good games that come out. I really enjoyed Stellar Blade. My game of the year. But as far as that goes, we're gonna get into the year in review here. We'll do that now. No, PC Gamer, get fucked. Hate PC Gamer. I fucking call him. I call him retards on time they post something. PC Gamer is run by retards. I'm waiting for them to block me. I'm trying.
You're like, I keep pushing, but they just keep fighting back.
Anyway,
Ah!
we got two more articles. We got another article here. Read it real quick, and then we'll jump to the 2020.
Sounds good.
The entire game industry is going through a severe crisis. 11-bit Studios on P8 cancellation in its publishing portfolio. So this was 11-bit Studios CEO. I can't read that. Przemysław Marzel opened up about the shutdown of Project 8. He's also outlined the company's plans for the coming years and change publishing strategy. The interview with Pap Bazines. Who are these people? Acknowledged that 2024 in some areas are difficult for the year for 11 studios. And it's not just them, it's for everybody, man. Despite the record-breaking financial results due to the commercial success of Frostpunk 2, the company saw its share in a price plunge earlier this month. Canceled Project 8 and an unannounced narrative-driven game wrote off nearly $12 million spent on its development and laid off 18 employees as Marvel binds business. Fuck whatever, man. Business. We postponed the premiere of The Alters by a few months. He continues. Some projects are still unprofitable. Additionally, the entire game is going through a severe crisis. Yeah. But it sounds like you didn't have good games. A small budget project requiring a team of 25 developers will launch expected in 2027. A bigger project that could take 4 years to produce, similar to scale Alters. All of these games I've never really heard of. So I don't know, man. Maybe spend more on advertising, I guess.
Between the lack of marketing and basically everything else that has been going on lately, I don't really understand why they're confused.
I remember hearing about Frostpunk 2, but like I don't think I've ever seen anybody I've seen people play it.
I remember,
but I don't know if I've watched anybody. Like I would see like in my people that I'm following, like 2 people played it. I don't think I ever tuned in to watch them.
It actually came out?
Yeah, it's out.
Oh.
Yeah, Frostpunk 2 it came out this year. It was a commercial success.
Oh. Sure.
Oh, there's a thing. More gaming shitty things happening in game. All right.
Commercial success.
So let's go ahead and go through the 2024 year in review. January this year, 13-year-old Willis Gibson became the first person known to beat the NES version of Tetris by reaching its kill screen. Cool.
Hey, yo.
Unity Technologies, Twitch, and Discord separately announced layoffs affecting 1,800, 500, and 170 jobs. That's a downer.
Sucks.
Riot Games laid off about 530. Microsoft Game laid off 1,900.
Sucks.
Eidos Montreal laid off 100. This is January. Oof. February, Walt Disney Company announced a $1.5 billion investment in Epic Games. Weird. The Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences hosted by 2020 DICE Summit and the 27th Annual DICE Awards at the Aria Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. That's the Aces Hall of Fame. What the fuck? I don't know of any of that. Okay. 7. Sony Entertainment lays off 900 employees. Electronic Arts lays off 670 staff. Toys for Bob split from Activision and became independent. So that was a thing. February. Nice. Okay, March. Sega lays off 61 employees.
Christ.
600 Activision QA workers unionized on the communications workers, creating the largest video game union in North America. and they were laid off. Embracer Group divested Saber. I mean, let's be honest, they fucking were.
I'm sorry, it's just ow. And they're laid off.
Wish Toys for Bob got to make the Spyro sequel. I don't know if I'm sure I've heard of Toys for Bob. Embracer Group divested Saber Interactive, a portion of its studios, to a private firm for $200 million. The 2024 Game Developers Conference held in San Francisco. Nobody was there because everyone was off. Relic Entertainment was sold by Sega to an unspecified investor. 240 employees were laid off.
God damn!
Across multiple Sega Europe studios. April, Nintendo discontinued online services for Nintendo 3DS.
No!
And Take-Two Interactive announced plans to reduce its workforce by 5% in December. For layoffs, Embracer Group announced the intention to transform the 3 standalone publicly. I think it's spelled publicly listed entities at NASDAQ stock. Here's Atari SA announced that Pro Games brand would be revived for acquired and archived titles that do not fit with Atari brand portfolio. Totally reliable delivery service. The fucking year, who wrote this shit? Like, they haven't announced any of the fucking big games or nothing that came out. Like, I'm going to go through all this, and then we're going to go back and make our own fucking, this is fucking awful.
Sounds good.
Evo Japan happened in Tokyo in April. Okay. May, Microsoft Games closed Arcane Austin. Alpha Dog Roundhouse and was merged in so there was layoffs there.
Roundhouse.
Atari SA acquired RIP 3DS. Atari SA acquired Intellivision brand and games catalog. Okay. The 2024 Summer Games Fest was held on YouTube Theater in Los Angeles. The Sumo Group laid off 200 staff. Take-Two Interactive closes acquisition of Gearbox Entertainment. Embracer Group for $460 million.
Sure.
So they bought. They bought Gearbox from Embracer. Take-Two already had all of Gearbox? Maybe not. Okay. Microsoft closed Tango Gameworks. Take-Two Interactive closed Intercept Games. The International Olympic Committee approved the Olympic Esports Games to launch on 2025 Saudi Arabia. Rip Tango Games. Yeah, exactly. 500 Blizzard employees were unionized under the Communication Workers of America and were laid off. SAG-AFTRA voice actors strike after the failure to agreements of shorts with multiple studios over the use of AI voice acting in video games. And they were laid off. 2024 Evolution Champions was held in these fucking esports shit. Like, why is this gaming news? Like, I'm gonna be honest, and I still don't get it as a fucking video game, as a gamer for 30 something years of my life. Esports was announced. I was like, this is fucking stupid. And I've never actually watched any esports. From the best I can tell from what I've heard secondhand, is they've never made any fucking money. They just bleed money all the time.
Kinda.
Nobody actually watches this shit to be able to produce money because they would sell advertisements on it, I would assume. So why is it still a fucking thing? Anyway.
I enjoy watching esports, but mostly it was just laundering. In the yeah, there you go. Mostly it was just for the Smite leagues and the Team Fortress 2 leagues, but after COVID started, basically all of the esports leagues went to shit because everyone was at home, and literally there was at one point I was trying to watch the esports league for Team Fortress 2. Dude just kept talking about his dog and about how his dog had to go potty. I'm like, then take your dog out and let it shit and talk about the game.
But fighting game tournaments have always been, before esports was an actual thing. Fighting game tournaments
I love watching those.
But like, yeah, I agree. The rest of it, like, who wants to watch other people play fucking League of Legends? Like, I don't want to play League of Legends. Period. I could give two shits less about anything about that game. I don't care. Who wants to watch
Well-
other people do that?
Well, for the people who end up playing games like that, for me, I wound up enjoying watching the ones on Smite because it gave me ideas on what I could try and do with my own teammates. Not that it ever went well, but hey, Jack, it's a baby.
Oh, you stink. Your breath stinks. I should have bought you dentist sticks. I went to Walmart. I was gonna buy you like chew sticks, freshen your breath. You need your brush your teeth.
Baby.
Oh, go brush your teeth.
He says, "Father, why? Why do you forsake me so?"
The IOC discontinued the Mario and Sonic series after 17 years of partnership with Nintendo and Sega, which started in 2007. So,
Oh my!
yeah, I didn't know that happened this
No
year.
more Mario and Sonic games, I guess.
Bungie laid off 220 staff.
Unsurprising.
GameStop shuttered Game Informer after 33 years. Layoffs.
Unsurprising.
Meta closed down Ready at Dawn. Layoffs. Tango Gameworks revived by Craft Macaroni. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Layoffs.
Wait, didn't you say Tango? Rip Tango Games. Tango Gameworks was revived. So it died and came back to life in like a month. So
damn.
There we go.
That respawn time is fast.
2024 Gamescom was held in Cologne, Germany. Okay. After 20 years of the original closure of Argonaut Games was relaunched. Huh? Okay. Here we go. September 18th. The Nintendo and the Pokemon Company have filed a patent infringement lawsuit against Pal World and Pocket Pair. Tokyo Game Show, Nintendo Museum, Keyword Studio, Nintendo Music. What the fuck, man? What? How is this gaming like? Take-Two Interactive sold private division to investor. The Game Awards, blah blah blah, and Sony and Katakawa Corporation.
Sad.
So anyway, notable deaths. There was people died this year. Carl Weathers, Peace for Apollo Creed. He did voice work in Mortal Kombat. Oh, I guess maybe he played. That is Akira Toriyama. Terrible. Congressman. Investigation of violence. Okay, he died. Sad. Okay. That happened. All right, let's see. Game releases? February to March. That's terrible.
What we can do at the start of this year is I can create like a little graph or something and we can start putting in our own data of what games come out when.
Yeah. Okay. Critically acclaimed titles that came out this year: Astrobot, Elden Ring, Tree, for Fantazio, Tekken 8. Thank goodness you're here. Huh?
Never heard of it.
Oh, that was that stupid cartoony game, Last of Us 2 Remastered. Why? What the fuck off? No way.
Still
Yeah, that sucks.
Been able to face security. Yeah.
Okay, so these are all like 90. So, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, which I'm pretty sure nobody fucking played.
Well, they played it long enough to realize that everyone's favorite character gets murdered like a dog.
No, this is the remastered. This game came out 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
The remastered gets a 90 on Metacritic because nobody fucking cared or knew that it came out. Like, so it gets a 90 on Metacritic, and it becomes a critically acclaimed title. Get fucked, motherfuckers.
Just no one cared to hate it.
Events, top games.
it hits.
I'm
and
really
hurts.
wondering now, though. Like, okay, let's see. Go down to. No, 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 no. Nope. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown came out in January 18th. You remember that? Nope, nobody does. Turnip Boy robs a bank. The fuck are you
Wait, that
smoking?
was. I thought that was still coming out.
Came out January 18th of this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. I like that one.
Code the Cub, Last of Us Remastered, Ho Ho Shoujo Tale of Beautiful Memories. No, Raven, a first-person shooter game developed by Slipgate Ironworks. Incorporate elements of the action role-playing game, immersive sim genres. I have never fucking heard of this. Out on Windows.
Folks really got to work on marketing. I swear to God. Folks want to sit there and get mad that no one's playing my game, but you didn't advertise it anywhere.
Yeah, what do you want? Why? I'm live on the podcast right now, and so are you.
Eli?
About to put on a coat and go walking by your house in the rain then. I love you, bro. I'll talk to you in a bit. I'll stop by maybe on my way back.
All right, dude.
I had to leave my car at Sumo's, and the fucking haircut guy is being I left stuff. I gotta walk over there to get it, and it's been sitting there for hours. I don't even know if it's there.
You need a ride?
Oh no! You're live! I'm gonna handle this. I am a fucking warrior, sir. Your doorbell rings, though, answer it.
It's pissing down
help
rain,
that
dude. If
dumbass.
you just wait, I will give you a ride. I'm not going to be on here forever.
Go help that dumbass.
Don't fucking melt.
Eli, we love
No,
you.
It's only a little bit. A little bit of water after all my powers. Stay live. I'm gonna make it back and go live. I'm gonna hop on this podcast tonight, baby. Fucking shit show of a night, let me tell you. After all that, fucking okay. All right.
Okay, bye. What the fuck?
Good God, Eli.
Surprise guest, Eli. Ubisoft's best game of the year. Shame it was completely went unnoticed. Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Like, yeah. To me, what do you want, Ajax? I am busy right now. Go. I will get to you later. It's still raining outside. You don't even want to go outside. Stumble Guys, never heard. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Okay. We're still in January. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Tekken 8 came out. Black Box, Grand Blue Fantasy, Jujutsu Kaisen, Legend of Legacy. Okay. Hollow Justice. Oh yeah, the Ace. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League came out in February. There we go. There's one that we talked about a lot. Helldivers 2. Here we go. We're getting into some actual shit this time. Dragon Quest. Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 remastered. So this was supposed to be pretty good. Hell yeah,
I haven't heard
Suicide
too much
Squad.
bad about it, if anything.
Yeah, no, it was supposed to be done really well. Skull and Bones. See, okay. Balatro came out in February. I had never even heard of this game until it was on the Game Awards.
Same. Well, no, that's a lie. I heard about it about a week before the Game Awards from one of my brother's friends, who apparently is also addicted to Balatro.
Last Epoch. I might heard about that game. Terminator: The Dark Fate.
How many words can we put into our title?
Sons of the Forest came out this year. Really? I thought it. Wait. No, it came out this year?
I think it came out at the very beginning of the year.
Because I did a playthrough with Nico.
No, I thought it came out last year.
That's what I was thinking. I played it with Nico on stream. I don't
Hang
remember
on.
playing it this year. I think we played early access. Maybe this was like the official release or something. Maybe we played the early access. Somehow Skull and Bones does another season of content.
February
yeah, I know.
23rd of 2023, Sons of the Forest.
2023. This is 2024. Don't know why it's on here.
Was released via early access on February 23rd.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I played that last year.
For Microsoft Windows on Steam before its full release on February 2020, on February 22 of 24.
It came out officially a year later. Fuck, that's a goddamn. Sheeran, the Wanderer, the Mystery Dungeon of Serpent Coil Island. That's
a fucking mouthful. Jesus.
How about this one? Yahe, the Parthalian Namazu Zimamama.
Well, you kind of.
I gave up.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed.
Brothers, A Tale of Two. Goblin Slayer had a game. Welcome to Paradise. We're getting into March.
I kind of feel like every successful anime or manga is going to be getting a game nowadays just because they really don't know what to fucking do. Oh, that was my phone. Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm actually like, Eli literally lives a block and a half away from me. He may fucking ring my door. Like, I'm not lying.
508. Was it in center? Huh?
Outlast Trials. That game.
I still want to play that game.
Legend of the Zones. I guess.
It might not have been my phone. Maybe go check your door.
No, it sounded like it did ring again.
True.
Contra game came out this year? Okay. A difficult game about climbing. Oh, getting over it. That was a game. I didn't know that came out. Difficult game. Here's a game to add to your list. Pay to play games. Pay to make Nemo play.
I do have the rage category on there. I'm gonna have to up them.
They got to make that merchandise somehow for those.
That's true. So let's see. Difficult.
You can play Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story. Star Wars Battlefront Collection, Cookie Runs, Witch's Castle.
Ooh, I played that one.
Hi-Fi Rush was really well.
I meant Cookie Kingdom.
Yeah. Warzone Mobile, Final Fantasy, that one. 14, right? Yes, 14. Horizon Forbidden West came out on Windows. I still want to play this, even though I know like it had some shit. I want to play this game. Maybe I should put that on my wish list. Through. And I'll just use mods to make it hotter.
There you go.
I had like a big booty mod on the.
Big booty bitches.
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed the first game. Like, I really liked the game. Taking down robot dog. Age Through Blood. Okay. Dragon's Dogma released. Rise of the Ronin. So I did play this game actually. Boomer Road. Ancient Weapon Holly. Alia. Massive multiplayer game. Wait, this one was this the one that was canceled?
Palia?
I thought they were doing.
No, I've played Palia. It's still available. You can still play it on PC, Switch, basically every console. It's a glitchy piece of shit.
Motherfucking
And
Felix
for a
the
good
Cat re-release game. I remember this game back on the Nintendo. Cool. They did a fucking release of this. NS, is that? Yeah. Love Remastered. Stuff. Jesus Christ, man. We've got some. Alright, now we're in April, June. I'm just gonna
browse.
If I don't recognize them, I'm not gonna. Grounded was, I guess, officially released this year. That was.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, it was fully released on September 27, 2022. But it was released on Xbox something. For Love, A Date to Die For. It's a furry game.
Oh no!
Look at that! Look at that fucking window! Look at that! It's a fucking deer woman with her boobs out.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtle game. Player.
Wait, did that Power Rangers game ever come out?
Yes, it did. It's out. Apparently, it released shitty, and then they had to do like a patch or something, and it was like, oh, it's playable now. Or something.
Oh.
I do want to get that one. All right, here we go. My game of the year. Stellar Blade came out. Here we go. Stellar Blade. Oops. We got a trailer for Stellar Blade. Let's watch that. Break it up because we're just reading shit. It's kind of boring. Got a crossover. Nikkei X Stellar Blade. Go figure the crossover.
Big booty bitches with big booty.
Is she gonna be in Nikkei, or is Nikkei gonna be? I guess maybe.
It could be a little bit of both. Maybe you get like a
the teaser.
Maybe like in Stellar Blade, you'll get maybe an outfit or something of one of the girls, and maybe in Nikkei you'll be able to spawn her. I don't know.
The fact that this man.
That's not what I fucking clicked. The fuck? Shut up. Dude, it fucking auto. I went to click the deal and it auto played and the video
that this
changed.
man. Turn it
I
up.
used to find life meaningless. One by one, my comrades either died or were destroyed. Only I survived. I felt empty,
Yeah, it's
like a shell that can never be filled.
Stellar Blade
Then,
and Nikkei are
I met
basically the
you.
same.
Someone who was so full of
Robot
life.
hot women.
I wanted to become like you,
They're all the same.
but I lost my way, got frustrated, and finally gave up. But now, I have my people. The friends who know who I am. So please, watch over me, my friend, my mentor, my ideal. With what I inherited from you, I will be filled. Someday, I will become complete.
Okay, so there's a. She finally get a fucking SS. So I played this game just a little bit. I played that game a little bit. I fucking sent you the invite, you dipshit. Check your messages. Anyway, so play a little bit of Nikkei, and the main character, the girl that was talking, I can't remember. Anyway, but she like is the main character. She never gets an SSR unit. Is she finally like 2 years later gonna get an SSR unit? I sent you
It
the
only
invite.
took them 45
Click the invite.
years.
There he is. They will need to connect their microphone and cam before you can add them to the team. We're fixing to get some stuff now. Yeah.
Super rare unit. That's what SSR is.
Yeah. Super rare, like basically the
Super
5-star limited unit or whatever. But the main character didn't have one. But there was like a different outfit right there. Finally gonna get her SR or whatever. Open apparently. Well, you gotta have your camera set up through this first, and then you can open OBS app. You have to do it separately because OBS will take over your camera.
It's greedy.
Looky, there he is.
Long time no see.
Microphone's dead. Still muted.
Still dead. With how wide his mouth is, I'd say he's screaming. I can't really say that I'm sad that it's muted.
This is the best Eli we could get right now. You should do sign language. You should be our signer.
You don't have sticky notes or anything you can write on anywhere? A marker board?
You
Just gotta learn how to write backwards.
Spell it out. Dude, your microphone is still not working. I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry, Eli. It's good to see you, though. Even though I can't hear you.
Yeah, Paper Mario got a remake, right? Yeah.
They did. I'd like to try it.
I really
knowing
do.
how much they're going to change it,
We really should
go
make
back
like a
and find my original.
timeline for 2025 because 2020.
I think I'm starting to hear some noises from Eli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you are.
Hello.
Yeah. You know how long I did fake mute and I thought I took because my actual mic was on mute and I unmuted it and then I just sat here and went. Yeah. No, I feel like a. I just walked by your house, by the way.
Did you walk in the rain?
I literally, the second I stopped outside, stopped raining. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, I know.
My dog was so happy to get a walk too. It was ridiculous. How y'all doing? Long time no see.
Doing good, man. Welcome back. Welcome back in. We were going through the year of 2024. We kind of went through most of everything. We were just talking about game releases that have come out. Doesn't really have the big list of shitty stuff that came out, so there was another video I wanted to watch, CoffeeZilla, the intro to CoffeeZilla's video here, because I watched the very beginning and I paused it, so you pick up where I'd left. Just started over. We're gonna watch the first couple minutes. If anybody wants to follow up, CoffeeZilla's Deceptions, Lies, and Valve video posted 2 hours ago.
Hey,
I got bribed to make a video
Venturous
exposing
doing-
a single Counter-Strike casino, but I decided to expose the whole industry
I fucking
instead,
didn't share my
which led us
screen.
from pitchforks to people rushing stages, millionaires
hear it.
making excuses, and esports teams who say they can't survive without gambling. The lack of any accountability making me wonder about the biggest casino of them all, Valve, the owner of Counter-Strike. Now, if you've watched the last few episodes, you know there's a lot of opinions about what the problem is, who's the villain, who's the good guy. Hardly anyone agrees on anything. But I did find one thing that nearly everyone agrees on.
I started gambling on Counter-Strike when I was probably 13 years old.
13 years old. I think I was 14.
Valve definitely does have an underage gambling problem.
I think Valve does have an underage gambling problem.
Yes, it is underage gambling disguised because it holds real life value.
Underage, middle age, overage. however you want to slice it.
When I was young, that's the most easily influential age to get people in, because I can't go to a real casino and gamble.
Like what I did back then was I went to our local video game store, bought like $20 worth of Steam credits. I would buy skins with those $20 credits, no verification at all.
Right. This is the most consistent answer I've received in a story where no one agrees on anything. Underage gambling is rampant on Counter-Strike. Not only that, Valve has known this was a problem for at least 8 years. And for those 8 years, Valve has done things here and there, but they've never seriously tackled offshore gambling issues, with some speculating the reasons why.
I think they have...
Okay.
Can we pause that? Can we pause that real quick? We moved really, really quick from underage gambling to overseas. And those are two completely different issues. We went from you're a minor and in America you can't gamble until this age to now we're going on a global policy about gambling laws, and maybe I don't know, maybe in other countries you can gamble at 6, but like that's a weird slippery slope that he just took under. I feel like on a cruise ship you can probably gamble at like 2 or something because it's international water. Sorry.
Mate JD98, thank you for the follow. I heard the follow, but I couldn't find my thing. Thank you for the follow. I heard the notification come. Didn't see what happened.
We just couldn't find you. Welcome to the Intelligent Aces podcast, where we dissect everything and only facts remain at the end.
So yeah, so basically this.
Yes, OF, only facts.
Only facts. There we go. Tune into my OF. Link in bio and all that.
Oh, it's great. Only facts. That's catchy.
Thank you.
Write that down.
He's stealing my material.
So the gambling, I hadn't really thought about this, but yeah, so the rest of this video, I'm guessing, is him exposing the Counter-Strike gambling, which I'd heard about for years. I've always heard about like the Counter-Strike rare items and shit you could sell for real money, for like skins and stuff.
They brought that. Recently, they just barely brought this whole kind of concept into Apex, and I got lucky. I'm not joking. I won on my first 100 Apex coin pack, the heirloom, and before that, you had to buy every single item in the collection, and then the last thing you got was the heirloom. Well, now it's kind of gambling, so it's a less than 1% chance to get it on your first pack. But you've literally got 32 packs to go through, and they increase in price every pack you buy. So the last one is very, very expensive, and you get it on the first one. But it's gambling. It's 100% gambling, like literally.
Well, the thing about the Counter-Strike Go thing is though,
I've never played that.
The cosmetics that you get off of there, you can sell to other people.
Oh, like in an auction or an online market type.
Yes.
Deal.
Yeah, I mean,
that's hugely lucrative for hackers on any game. Period.
I did that. I used to do that gaming and gambling and shit like that on Team Fortress 2. Because what you can do is you can create loot crates, and then after a while, when you get so many items, you can smash them down for scrap metal and turn those scrap metal into keys. What you can also do is take those keys and then sell them on the Steam marketplace instead, from anywhere from like $1 to 10, because nobody wants to pay for them goddamn keys.
Because you got to grind them.
Exactly. And then another thing you can do is you can sell your scrap metal, you can sell your boxes, you can sell your items. There was an item I got.
It's like whales can get really leveled up really quick just by spending cash. And you gotta grind it. So there's like 1,000 grinders out there grinding for one whale, and that whale is funding the game for all the grinders. Really?
Well, it's the marketplace of it. Definitely.
There was only one time I could really count myself as like quote unquote rich in Team Fortress 2, and it was during I think 2014 Christmas event. I managed to get the
that's how you know you're a real gamer,
right? I managed to get the $25 jacket from the box. I managed to get 2, and I gave one to my ex, and I regret it to this day.
Fuck that guy.
I could have sold it for money.
Yeah, see what I mean? So this could be very damning for Steam though, if this keeps, because Steam is the one that runs Counter-Strike.
Not just Steam though, but this is a huge issue. Once we talked about the state of Utah making esports a sponsored educational part of your everyday education.
Hey, yo, excuse
as
me?
we continue, yeah,
Well, they were talking
Colorado,
about
the
bringing
state of
esports
Colorado.
into their like high school.
Yeah, the state of Colorado was the
this is in high
first
school,
state
but-
to introduce esports as part of the curriculum. And so
Well, it wasn't curriculum. It was
this
like
is
it was like-
younger
it was
people
like-
being introduced to anything in general. And when we talk about addiction, which I believe medically, scientifically, I believe that gambling can fall into the same addictive qualities as substances, like addictive substances. So if you're introducing, the youth are susceptible. The youth are susceptible. The military preys on the youth. Everybody preys on the youth. You want to indoctrinate them young. And if the youth are susceptible to gambling in a game sense, gaming is I can testify against my will right now. Gaming is addicting. So if you introduce it at a younger age than what I was introduced to Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Like this shit's on a whole different level now.
Oh yeah, Nintendo 64.
I mean, my aunt is a millionaire, and do you know what she sent to all the kids in our family? Roblox money, because that's what they are harassing their parents for. That all their parents hear all year long is Roblox money, Roblox money. Imagine Roblox introduces gambling. That's crazy idea.
Roblox already has gambling. All you have to do is go onto like gotchas. Like, honest to God, if you really want to see gambling in there, all you have to do is go onto one of my favorite ones, which is it's like a nuke tycoon type of game. You go on there and you're able to get like different types of nukes. You're able to go on there and it's like, oh, $500 or 500 Roblox, you can get this. And it's a special nuke. Nobody has this nuke.
You can buy nukes on Roblox? Don't tell the Iranians this.
Yeah, so
that's crazy though. I think it needs to be addressed.
With coffee bringing it up.
I can't really judge too much. I will flat out say I've been playing gambling games because the first time I ever played one, I'd say I was like 7 or so. I played it on Gaia Online. It was a
Gaia Online. Why does that?
It was a chat website. You were able to create your model and then go on to other places and chat. Well, on there it had, I believe, blackjack, which I really enjoy, and slot machines.
Blackjack's 21. Yeah, blackjack's 21.
Yep.
Okay, is there a difference between 21
21
and 21 blackjack, or are there like different types of blackjack, like poker? You got Texas Hold'em, you got fucking.
I have no fucking.
Blackjack
clue.
is blackjack. 21 is blackjack.
All right.
Now there's different ways to play it. You can play single deck. You can play. Your
Like,
standard
I used
casino
to
is like
really-
6 decks.
6 decks
really
for
enjoy that
one
shit.
game of blackjack.
6 decks
So
of cards.
6 52 card decks.
Yes.
It's wild.
That's why counting cards and all that stuff is harder to do with that many cards. That's why.
You might be able to count cards.
Counting with
But
52,
can you count this
counting
much?
52 cards is a lot.
Six.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's 300 something.
Whoa,
cards to keep
so I wonder if there's casinos that have like 12 card decks, but the minimum there is like double the 6 card. Like, yeah, you think you can count cards? Good. Welcome to our 50 card table. You know what I mean? And the minimum's $1 million.
It's straight going freaking Cards Against Humanity. This is our bigger, blacker deck.
And the waitresses walk around every 10 seconds to try to throw the beautiful minds off. They're like, 42, 48. Yes, OJ, thank you. No, 42, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. You know what I mean? Like, what a weird world. What's that?
Yeah, no, I can't
Can't catch
judge.
me.
I can't judge too hard because I've been playing gambling games for way too long than I should have.
I will say the loot box thing has gone down because it's definitely not in as many games. Like Apex is still going with it, but like, well, didn't Blizzard didn't Overwatch? Basically, that was the reason they went to Overwatch 2.
Yeah, they had to do that because their whole thing.
Overwatch is
their whole
Blizzard?
thing was basically
No
loot
wonder.
boxes,
Fucking
which
number.
honestly I miss because I had a whole bunch of loot boxes and they took it away and they gave me nothing for them. So
Well, let me
Thanks.
tell you
So,
right
okay,
now.
speaking of taking things away, you brought that up. EA is banning people's accounts. Hey, Eli's back, country boy. EA is banning people's accounts for somebody's username was "Don't be gay" or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And they straight up banned his whole account. And like,
Yeah,
took
EA
away
has been
everything.
on the woke train
Don't
since
be
Black
gay.
Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter was so dividing, and Apex at the time was the #1 EA game that they had. Period. It was their cash fucking cow. And they came out with the Black Lives Matter fist as a badge, and that literally split the community right away, because a lot of first-person shooters are like first responders, ex-military, police people, blah blah blah, and the other half are fucking on the streets every day, and they have no connection to any of that. You know what I mean? It's just like society, I guess, but it split them, and so like the majority of fucking not Black Lives Matter people, like not against Black Lives, but at the time there was new stuff coming out of Black Lives Matter about like don't donate to Black Lives Matter.
Okay, let me ask you something.
And they put the Black Lives Matter fist out, and then right after that, they came out with a little rainbow one, and then after that, they came out with the Stop Asian Hate one. And people were just like, everyone I played the game with was just like, "Hey, we're not here for that. We're here to shoot people. I don't give a fuck about all that."
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I kind of get it. I don't know. I don't think it's the right place.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna ban people from calling people gay, then they should ban the gay flags. They should ban should be across the board. Let's be honest. You're gonna go that route.
That's the thing. If you're just saying gay, like, dude, that was so gay. Like, I could get it how someone who's homosexual and just awakening to coming out to their family or something.
Yeah, but come on.
And you used it in a negative connotation.
Well, then fucking toughen up, or don't listen to the fucking
a little
internet.
bit. But that, as a content creator, unless your content is clearly out there to be divisive, if it came out like as a purposeful slur that you use regularly and it's part of your draw to your brand, then absolutely give them the fuck out the air.
Then learn to have a sense of fucking humor.
But I definitely think that in general, that people are just like going out online to just like on Facebook not back in the day, Facebook today. People are logging on Facebook to look for things to be offended by. And there's this, and it doesn't matter what industry or what context it in, there's those same people going out there looking to be offended by stuff so they can write a blog about how offended they were.
Yeah.
On Family Guy, what grinds my gears? There's people whose whole little fucking thing is they do a fucking episode on what grinds their gears. And if that's you, then the entire time that you're living your life, you're literally looking for shit that grinds your gear so you can talk about it on your episode. You know what I mean? The only thing is, these Peter Griffins of the world don't have a fucking podcast or a fucking, you know what I mean? They're just out there fucking grinding their gears for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of,
I'll be frank. You kind of lost me like 3 minutes ago.
Speaking of,
you don't know the grinding the gears segment?
No,
yeah,
I
we
do. I do.
We're moving on. Speaking of being gay, what did you think about Fuse getting engaged to Pathfinder?
What?
Have you seen this? All right, we're gonna hang on.
No.
There's a fucking
Pathfinder's a robot.
Not Pathfinder. What's the tracker one?
Tractor?
Bloodhound is a
Bloodhound.
non-binary born as a woman. Who I always thought was a guy. Yeah, Bloodhound's a lady.
What the fuck am I missing? What are these names being thrown around?
So Bloodhound is a non-binary, Bloodhound was born a lady and identifies as a they. She is not a man or a woman. She identifies as a they. But
I know what
if
that
you just
is.
play the game, she comes across as masculine as fuck. But it's technically actually a lady.
Okay, so this is all I needed to know was that it was part of the video game.
Oh, Apex!
I can't tell half the time if these are actual people because people got some really dumb.
Okay, real quick, what grinds my gears? The last couple of people who didn't know that I was 40 found out I was 40 that I play Apex with, and they're like, "Why don't you play fucking Ballistic, which is the old grandpa guy on the game?" Yeah, like not even 3 different people without dropping like. You're 40. Why don't you play Ballistic? Like just real quick, too.
Fucking video.
It's real. I
can't hear it.
I know it's turned all the way up. I don't know why it's not.
Subtitles, maybe.
I wanted to do these rights right.
Oh, I hear that.
Thank you.
Oh, I heard that last part.
I'd settle down, but Houndy.
There we go.
You've really taught this old dog some new tricks.
Is this real?
I want us. I mean, would you take?
Is this like from the Apex website?
Damn it to hell! How's about you and I
Or
take
it's
the
like
rest of this
fan-made or
journey
something?
together?
With our destinies aligned, before the All-Father,
Looks like it was made on
shall be
Canva.
fast in the old ways, and the tale will be spoken long after we've arrived at the great hall.
Yeah, that's a
of
lady
Valhalla.
with like a Darth Vader thing.
Help me out here, darling.
It is a yes, my love.
I shouldn't say that's a lady. That's disrespectful, technically. I apologize.
It's fine. It's a fucking cartoon character. So yeah, this was. I think this was an official thing. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Fuse and Bloodhound lore. Fuse romantic lore cinematic in English new season 23.
I'm not gonna try to lie to you, Chase. I have no idea what just happened in that little scene we watched.
Well, yeah, because you were talking the whole time. But
I mean, we watched it again though, and I still don't know.
Giving a betrothal gift to his beloved, who is a them.
Yeah. So anyway, there's that.
Robo individual.
There's
And
that.
I
Fuse just
think-
proposed to Bloodhound
Yes.
for whatever. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's
But,
not.
okay,
it's not
here's the
new
thing
to
too, because
Apex.
they're also going to go
Apex
shoot
is-
each other in the face in the
Well,
next fucking match. Like, what the fuck is? I mean,
Oh,
Hey
yeah.
man, that's true love right there. I
guess.
love you. Have a gift. Now use this to punch me in the face while I shoot you in the guts.
Yeah.
The Apex Legends are not only diverse, but they will kill each other the next day. And the romances, either heterosexual or otherwise, have been that way as well. One day in love, the next day killing each other. And the quips per season show that. Like one season, when someone gives you something, that character, you press thank you, and the reply will just be thank you. And the next season, it'll be like, thank you. You didn't have to do me like that, or some weird shit. And it's like, that was the start of it all. And no one really liked it. And some people just loved it. Like the community went wild for this romantic thing happening in the Apex world. Everyone wanted certain people to be with certain
well,
people.
technically, it's
So
not heterosexuality because technically they're non-binary. So
Yeah, these particular ones. But there's a lot of romances in Apex. This is the
well,
one we're
Fuse
talking
Fuse
about
was
right now.
married to
I
Mad
think I'll just
Mad
stick with my
Moxie
Team
or whatever her
Fortress 2
name is, right?
romance.
Mad Maggie? Was
Mad
she?
Maggie. They're separated. Like,
I know that they're like from the same
they're
universe.
divorced.
Oh wow!
I believe they
That's
were
why
married.
They hate each other.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Eh? It's your ex-wife right there.
Usually
Well, yeah, I
moving
mean,
on, I guess.
I ain't gonna lie. After Mad Maggie, I would probably go to any of the other choices. Well, there's a lot of weird shit in Apex. There's a lot of weird relationships that don't make any sense. There's
Love
a
was
lot.
with
There's
one
like
of the other ladies that I don't.
Well, that she was with like 3 of them. That's what I'm saying. Like one season, I play Loba. So one season you say thank you to one of these ladies, and she's just like, thank you. Nice and stuff. And the next season, it's such a snotty little fucking snide conniving thank you. Like,
Everyone is a shade of gay. Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. It's like, whoa.
50 Shades of Gay up in there for sure. Up
50 Shades of Gay.
Oh, just
Hey,
in. My EA
you know
account
what?
was
If
banned.
Wait, your EA account really got banned?
No, I'm just saying. I called it gay. I've called it gay on Twitter. I don't care. Like, if they ban me, they ban me. I don't give a shit.
But yeah, no, I'll admit if I went to play a shooting game with gay undertones, I will happily just go back to Team Fortress 2.
Or Overwatch?
I hated Overwatch. Don't take.
Yeah, I
don't,
hate
don't,
Overwatch.
Don't.
Can't stand
Don't.
Oh,
Don't.
well, it's nice if you're gay, if you're non-binary, whatever. It's nice to be able to log into an FPS and be able to play with someone you identify with.
Honestly, okay.
But
here's the thing.
I don't
If
think
you're
it
that
comes
way
down
and you
to
want to
that.
log
I
in
think
and shoot other
the
people, like, who
style of
fucking cares?
Apex. I think the powers and the abilities of the character more defined. Like if you're playing video games and logging in to that, you're probably not part of the real Apex community at that point. If you're only playing someone because you identify them with that person because of their sexual identity rather than their abilities or how you like to play the game. But I'm also not gonna hold someone out or gatekeep someone from the game just because they like to play it because they found a character that they could identify with it because of their personal life. I get how that could be alluring, but I think it's a cheap shot from the corporate aspect,
Welcome
the
back.
game developers and the studio developers, to do that because it's not particularly it doesn't elevate the game, it doesn't elevate the gameplay.
That's my biggest thing.
It doesn't elevate the interaction in the game or the dynamics that the game truly is. Apex is a great game outside of the fact that they haven't fucked with the lore too much, and that's my personal opinion.
Well, the lore, it's all over the place. It's been out for 20-something seasons now or whatever. Season 23, it said.
Yeah, it's been a long fucking time.
To me, I don't know, man. It's whatever. I don't know if lore, like, the thing is, like, if you've got to identify with someone to play the game or whatever, then don't really. You know what I mean?
Also, like, I don't know what
if the game is good, if the game is good and the story is good, and it doesn't matter if you play as a woman, a black guy, a gay guy, it doesn't matter. Like, if those things are all good, that's fine. Is, though, like, a lot of times it's all pandering bullshit. That's the problem.
Yes, exactly, pandering. EA 100% released their Black Lives Matter fist badge during the Black History Month. They released their Pride thing during Pride Month. It's like all these major, huge corporations are totally down for you during that.
Oh
month.
yeah, no. Here's the thing, though. Like, they're totally down for you in the United States, but EA China or EA this, they don't ever promote that shit there. No, fuck that. They don't promote that shit there. They only promote that shit in the West, like UK and fucking United States. Like, they don't do that shit in the other countries that don't fucking put up with that shit.
Weird things that are just totally banned.
It's like hypocritical bullshit.
Ghostbusters. Why is Ghostbusters, the new lady version of Ghostbusters, why is that completely banned in China? Made me question it. I rewatched Ghostbusters, and in the movie, even though they're in New York City, all of the graffiti in the city is Chinese. I don't speak Chinese, so I don't know what the fuck it says, but I'm betting whatever they put on the walls in the background of Ghostbusters has to do with, like, why are certain things banned? It's so weird.
Well, they're probably banned because it was a fucking terrible movie.
It probably says freedom in the back. No, I think it's got like democratic, like, hidden graffiti.
I doubt
it. Or something.
Let's be honest, most movies are made with the Chinese market also in mind. They want to try to sell to that Chinese market so they can make more
that's
money.
That's why the new all-lady Ghostbusters was like totally mind-boggling for me, and I couldn't really find a lot of online answers that made sense to me. And this is like years ago when that movie came out, the one with Thor in it, Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And that funny lady, Kathy. She's fun. She is. All those first gay characters in these Disney remake movies are completely edited out in different countries. It's crazy. Yet Disney is only trying to sell what makes money in certain areas. Every major company that you buy from is only trying to market what they know it'll sell to a certain demographic. They're not trying to sell dildos in fucking Amish country.
Yeah,
they're trying to sell fucking lumber and tools. The same major corporation, they're selling those dildos in fucking places where people buy dildos.
What are you going on about?
Major companies are marketing directly towards you. The ads that you're going to see if you're not subscribed to this Twitch channel are going to be unique.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, Eli. I don't get any dildo. I don't know what the fuck you're looking at. They're getting that targeted stuff, but I don't get that stuff. So that's on you, bro.
Listen,
we got a funny thing.
For tax purposes, they're centerpieces.
Anyway.
And technically, if I bought a dozen graphic phones.
Bro, kicks, no colors, no breathing, no fight. Bro, be making the trees work overtime. That's Mike Tyson, this is why George Floyd died. Can see a brain float when you smell pie. He's the reason we can't breathe in space. Dodge Remote, bro, has a free AirPod case. If you sit in the same room as bro, you might suffocate. Bro, can't smell GTA 6 release dates. The doctor didn't have to ask him for a deep breath. Bro doesn't snort a line, he snorts a paragraph. I can see your childhood memories and not back. Leave us some air, bro, you need to be paying your tax. If I can't have water, I want air, I know. So smells like AK Ultra HD mode. When farting, bro, is cooked, bro, I saw your front
the guy that died?
Season we cook can cause a hurricane with that nose.
And all the
doesn't need to minimize the enter, bro. Bro uses a shovel to pick his nose. I smell danger, and bro is white on the inside. I smell sound, bro can smell cookies from websites. Bro can smell people's trees. breathing, no fight. We'll be making the trees work overtime. As Mike Tyson, this is why George Floyd died. You can see a brain deflate when you smell pie. Smell colors, blow, breathing, no fight. We'll be making the trees work overtime. As Mike Tyson, this is why George Floyd died. You can see a brain deflate when you smell pie.
My favorite new YouTube channel.
I really like the where they make the songs out of the comments using AI. It's kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
It's kind of brilliant. I used that concept to make a song with AI, and I only did Space News Network as all the lyrics, just 3 words over and over and over again. Here's make me a bridge, make me a chorus, make me all of it.
Yeah.
And I was pleasantly surprised after like maybe the 5th version. It actually wasn't too bad.
I used this at Suno or whatever, and like there was a song I liked, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna do like a country version. So I here's the lyrics and then do like a country version of this or whatever. So basically, just
Sure, identify with characters, but I don't necessarily need to look like the character. How they think or act or be or can be just as valid. Like Dion from Final Fantasy 16 is one of the recent characters I really like. That makes sense.
Who was Dion? Dion was Dion, did I?
Final Fantasy 16. It's got Ash in it.
I'm
or no, that's 14 remake. Huh.
Bahamut. Oh yeah. That was they made Bahamut gay. I mentioned that, and like people got upset with me when I mentioned it, but I was like, well, I mean,
who got upset with you?
Oh, the people on the internet, people on Twitter. Okay. I've only seen like one clip of him. Like I haven't made it far enough to interact with him more in the story, so I need to finish Final Fantasy 16. I've just been playing First Ascendant again.
As far as I don't need to necessarily. When he said, but I don't necessarily need to look like the character. So that makes so much sense to me because some games I spend the first 4 hours, more than half of that in the character selection or character creation screen. And I would say that I rarely try to mimic myself in those character creation screens. Either I go balls to the walls and make some alien freak, or I make a big hot fucking mama waifu, or like fucking, you know what I mean? Like I'm rarely trying to make me, because even if I do make me, I'm gonna add some muscles a little bit here and there. Like I'm not gonna try to, you know what I mean?
Well,
like I'm gonna,
for the longest time now, I've been doing my YouTuber app.
Oh yeah,
character creation, gray-haired old man kind of thing. I usually make characters mostly females. Yeah, I mean, I'll play as female characters too, like in character creation. Other me to play.
Are you in the Discord? Fun. Is he in your Discord?
Interesting.
Yeah. I'd love to see some of those drawings. That would be cool.
I think the Discord thing works. I'm not sure though.
We go to old men, yeah.
No, I've been using my.
You made one.
I'm already. You're on it.
Yeah, I'm totally in there.
I need to promote it more because it's very few people are in.
I'm in there. Oh, let me move you to the where is it? Let me drag this.
Well, all right. So we're gonna try to watch Sonic 3 this weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was telling Nemo about it. Like,
Sumo's pissed me off so much right now, bro.
Well, okay, so
they said my card was not working. I did it twice. I went home just to go to my online computer on my secure computer at home, and I checked my bank, plenty of money. Went back. They wouldn't let me just. I was like, "You're gonna keep my card? I have to come all the way back in the rain." All right. I'm a regular there. I'm literally a regular there. Like I paid for people's tabs in the same situation as mine. That I didn't even know. Anyway, went all the way back and my card went through. I literally went home for no reason, did nothing, and went back and my card worked again. Like absolute waste of time. What a ridiculous situation I even have been in. White people problems? Sorry about that. My bad.
I gotta redo. I don't like creative art and art down here. Like, hang on, let me promote you.
Oh, it's always my like awkward moment where like I don't want to feel weird posting something in someone's Discord, but like we literally just talked about it, and I don't know what's appropriate place to put it because you don't have a general. You have a welcome, you have a server, announcements, YouTube, introductions.
Down there's a creative art down here. You should have access to.
Do I need to go back? Let me go back in.
I don't know. Like I downloaded some like pre-made fucking thing for my Discord, and it's
general chat, schedule stuff, clips and VODs, stream time, introductions, YouTube videos, announcements, server access, and welcome. Just post it and welcome unless there's restrictions. Yeah, you can't. I can't even post in your Discord, and I've been here.
I don't have you.
Are you making roles only?
I don't know, dude. Like I said, this is why I don't promote this thing because it's fucking.
I don't know. There's a setting on. Okay, everything just opened up for me. Holy. Yeah. Oh, creative art. How long? Wow, you got some stuff going on
There's
here.
There's a bunch
buddy.
of stuff in here. I just don't use it enough.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, well, that's pretty much at the end of the podcast there. Warner Brothers just killed off a bunch of Cartoon Network games. Happened.
You know what's really sad about killing off Cartoon Network games is, first of all, you ask 9 out of 10 people that grew up with Cartoon Network, and Cartoon Network is gone. Cartoon Network's not gone. Cartoon Network was bought a while back. You can access all of Cartoon Network right now with a Max Plus account, which is like Cinemax. Technically, it's the HBO package or whatever, right? But it's Max, Cinemax. So you can. Cartoon Network is part of the streaming thing on Max.
Okay.
But they are not putting money into it. They bought it for an exorbitant amount of money, and then have literally just held it and purposefully let it die, which is weird. Because why would they do that?
Well, it's like right here. EA, Dead Space creator confirms EA rejected plans for a fourth.
Oh.
For Dead Space?
EA is so. Hate EA. Can't stand EA.
I love EA.
Can't stand
and I love the fact that they're gay. And welcome into the Intelligent Aces podcast, where the juxtaposition is so fucking awful that if you're not used to 0 G's and then regular gravity, you're gonna shit your pants, puke your mom's spaghetti.
Can't add images. I'm gonna have to mess.
Goon, are you in my Discord? If anything, you could put it in artwork there.
So bad. Sonic 3, we're gonna MainAce and I are gonna go to the theaters. That's right. A lot of people say I don't touch grass. I don't leave the house. It's been years. They're all right, but I'm gonna go out this weekend. It's gonna be great. You see Sonic 3.
He's gonna melt in the sun.
That way I can talk about it and know things. We're going to do a podcast, episode 52, my third favorite number in the world.
Now your members are added. Like I said, I don't know. I may have to. I think I'm going to redo this. Way too many bells and whistles that I don't even understand how they work. And just chatting. Yeah, just post it anywhere. Yeah, anywhere is fine. I don't.
You can take an old 57 Ford, add a couple of bells, add a couple of whistles. Chase won't recognize it. Is that a pickup truck? Is that a bicycle? So many bells and whistles on it. I can't tell.
Don't know.
How many bells and how many whistles? That's the real $1 million question.
Well, we're winding down on the podcast. We've hit about 2 hours. Episode 51. This is the last podcast of 2024. 2024. What an epic friggin' year. for the podcast and for me in the podcast. We got more things coming down the pipe. We got more people going to be joining in on us. We're going to try to get back up to the big panel show again. I like the
Khajiit.
You know what would be really cool? I know that I've been here through the growing pains of the podcast, and I think maybe now you're in a comfort zone. Have you thought about trying the streaming together thing?
Yeah, we may do some different stuff. I'm hoping on my second cyber truck today in the town.
Oh, I'm a mod in here,
huh?
In my little community, a new podcast started up called the 44th Parallel Podcast, and they are growing so fast. They're literally in every group everywhere. They went from like 1 to 4 viewers, and now they're like at 20 to 30 in like a month or two. I'm not even, and they're all fucking Southern dudes with beards and shit. There's 4 of them, I think. Sometimes there's only 2, but I'm gonna shout them out so that they get the shout out from this area. First, let me find them. The 44th.
Anyway, I'm gonna try to do some more streams, more video content. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna try to do more content. That's the plan. Hoping if I get this new job, I'll have time to be able to actually mess with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what
they're actually live.
Cool. Live on Twitch.
Yep. Hold on. Them. Oh fuck! I accidentally went to their channel. Okay, let me go back. You.
Straight into.
Shout out at Paste. Hanukkah. No. Oh my god. I'm trying to. I can't. The 44th parallel. Okay, hold on. In a new tab. There we go. Copy. I didn't copy it, I guess. Why do I just keep going there when I click? That's what happened. Copy.
Jesus, okay.
Yeah, because it's like not like how I thought it was. There's underscores. Chat. Did that even work?
No.
I'm fucking pissed. Paste.
I don't think you put the
Looks like you put a space between the at and the.
Copy from there. Paste. Did that work? Oh, because you don't have that shout out command. Duh. Shout out at paste. There we go. That should work.
That one worked.
Oh, let me get my tab on.
All right, cool. I think we'll.
Made another,
are they live right now?
Yeah, they are randomly. I thought they were weekends. I'm gonna search you, I guess. Yeah, it's not always a podcast. MainAce.
Fine, we'll probably just end it there. Yeah, we got more podcasting stuff. We got another podcasting group. Follow.
Raid.
Oh, your second channel followed me.
Quick, close Eli's cam off while he ain't looking. Oh my god, country boy. Yeah, you know, this amazing person.
See you around, Goon. Take care of yourself.
Came into Country Boy's stream and I was playing Apex, so I come back in from a game and I just look at the feed, and it like at the time Country Boy didn't have like a lot of regular chatters, or like you'd look back and there wouldn't be much change from the previous chat, or you know, nothing to be concerned about as a mod. And I look back and I can't scroll high enough. It ends, like it cuts off, and she is just gifted subs. Sexy baby. And I'm like, what is going on right now? And now Sexy Baby is everywhere. It's so crazy. The first time I ever saw her was in Country Boy's stream. She is so fucking funny too. Yeah, that. Oh yeah, there was bits too. That's right. That's right. Like just some I can't even remember the amount of bits, but it was just something that you never see. You had never seen that much bits dropped in any channel anywhere. Period. And that's kind of like how it is. It's so crazy too because the first time I saw her, it was in Country Boy stream, and now she's just like everywhere, dude. She's fucking everywhere.
Well, Eli, thanks for joining us in kind of a last minute deal. We will be back next week for episode 52, our 1 year anniversary. We're going to be doing a movie review of Sonic 3. Me and Eli. Nemo might join us, may not. We'll see what happens. And we will be back next week, though. Next Thursday. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Love you, Nemo.
Good to see you all.
Hey, catch you all later. Stay safe out there and have a happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year because it will be after the New Year when we come back.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, we will catch you all later.
All right,
have
later.
a good one.
Bye bye.